Ladies and gentlemen, we have a title challenge on our hands. Welcome to round 4 of AF1. We're at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin. We've had a real faff trying to get an actual working version of COTA, but we have one. It looks good. It looks really good. And I'm looking forward to today's race. We've got 27 laps ahead of us, and as I said, we have a championship battle on our hands. We are past half distance. This is round 4 of 6. After COTA, we've got Daytona, and then we have the Indy 250 to finish us off. But as it stands in the championship, we've got two drivers relatively close to the in the table. In fact, they are very close. It's 6 points between them. Jack Olivier is on 66, and Felix is on 60. Felix won the first 2 rounds of the season and came 4th in Watkins Glen, and Felix has been super consistent and has finished 2nd every time. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. The first 2 rounds, Felix played second fiddle to Jack Olivier. In the 3rd round, we saw the return of the unstoppable Lowy, and he is back again today. He won the last round, got fastest lap, got pole position, so he's on 27 points. He's on his way up. The top guys are on the top of the table is on 66, and Lowy's on 27. If Lowy gets a main driver's seat before the end of the season, he has a shot at the title, which would be his first title since AF1 Season 3. Which is... oh, when did that end? August? August. Yes, August 2020. So, the question is, can Lowy keep getting those points in? I said there's still 3 rounds, so he can still get up to about 100 points. Jack Olivier is not going to be here today. He is taking part in the Predator Cup, and all the luck in the world to him. That is an amazing event to take part in. I'm just not fast enough to take part in it. We're just waiting for the end of the practice session. We'll be underway with qualifying. We've got 20 minutes of qualifying, and then a 27 lap race. Got a fairly decent grid with us today. We've got about I think it's around 20. I think. In fact, even better than that, 21. I think. Let's see who's in here. That's a safety car. It's me. Oh, it's just me and Jens. So we have 22 starters for today, which is a really good grid. That's not how you take turn 1. But let's give you a flying tour of the track. Obviously, the crown jewel of Austin is this run up to turn 1. This huge climb. I don't think it's as big as it is in real life. Hold on, if I go down to the bottom here, we'll see. It's roughly there. That's about close enough. And we get turn 1. Then we dip back down the hill again, going through the winding turn 2. And into this section, which will be a complete mess on lap 1. 3, 4, 5, and this is the turn 6 double apex right-hander. Then turn 7 is a little bit of a flick. Then 8, patience, and then go through turn 9. A sausage on the inside to catch people out. Apparently turn 8 catches people out as well, based on what I've just seen there. Just caught the end of that. Then we go down the hill to turn number 10. Basically a nothing corner, and braking for turn 11. The hairpin, widening on the inside to promote some overtaking. Then onto the long back straight. Push to pass will probably be most useful right here. Thank you, Aces Kids, for following. Then to turn 12, and a very tricky section on this track. So you should all know, if you've seen Formula 1, you will know this track. The sort of Hockenheim, the double Hockenheim section. Should be some really good racing there. Then we got turn 16, 17, and 18, which is 4 corners merged into 3, but I feel like it should be 1 corner, or like classed as 1 corner. Then turn 19. In real life, IndyCar can go as wide as you possibly as you like out of here. I am unsure of what the rule is for today, but I believe well, it's either the same or more strict, like F1 style. And then finally turn 20 to finish off the lap. So we're just a few seconds away from the start of qualifying. Let's have a look for the scramble to the exit of the pit lane as qualifying gets underway. I am Really excited for this race. This should be some of the best racing we've seen this season in AF1. There's the 20 minutes, and away we go. Plenty of cars to the exit of the pit lane. It's Adam Roszek that goes to the exit first. He manages to win the race to the end of the pit lane. Lebiak second, and Guerra third. Roszek's got a load of space in front of him as well, so that's going to be excellent for him if he can take advantage of that at least. Quite a few drivers deciding not to come out immediately, including Olivier. Wait, I thought Olivier was doing Predator Cup. Nesh, Gutierrez, Vermeems is back for this race. Fonseca, Contreras. So that's right on board with Adam Roszek as he heads down the hill towards the far end of the course. Oh, Rubber doing Predator Cup. Oh, I heard Jack Olivier saying it. Okay, so Rubber's doing Predator Cup. It's going to be really difficult for Lowy to win this title then. But at the minute, Jack will be losing a 4th place, which means 13 points down, so he'd be on 53, so suddenly Lowy's not that far away. It's still possible. Lowy's missed the first 2 rounds. Folenix wanted to get to the front of the queue. Lebiak following through as well, and Guerra is on side there. There he is. So wide on board with Folenix in the Lugas racing car, taking around a lap of COTA at speed. Early on the power to try and get the best exit, and away we go down the front straight. Keep to the right hand side and brace yourself up the hill. Spot your braking zone. About 100 metres. It's always blind until the very end. That's quite an early apex, so you have to turn it a bit more on the exit and compromise it. Through turn 2, it's flat, easy flat through there. And it's the tricky section. Not quite sure what to expect here. The 3 and 4 are flat. 5 is not flat down to 4th. It'll be down to 3rd probably for this bit. No, stays in 4 through 6. Down to 3rd through 7. We'll get 2nd for the acceleration as well. Late apex through 8. Straightens out 9 and makes it much easier. Over the crest and down the hill. Away we go to the end of the first sector. Well, Folenix's first sector time is a 29.5. By comparison, Lowy is 0.6 faster than that already. Wow. Good sector times from Guerra as well, doing a 29.1. On the back straight. Up through the gears. We're in a 6th gear, approaching 280. Maybe 285. Not quite 285. Braking for turn number 12. Patience is going to be needed here, and some incredible throttle control. It's a little bumpy in places, you can see there. Some first gear corners, unsettling the car. Matty Lebiak has spun it. He was in front, is just behind Guerra. He spun it on the exit of turn 12 through turn 16, 17, 18. It's all flat. 19's the tricky one, because you've really got to have some trust that you've turned at the right time. You've got to trust the car as well. Turn 20. Painful corner, turn 20 is. Over the line of 47.4. We should expect somewhere in the 46s as well. Guerra, just behind that, has gone for 47.7, but he did also purple the 2nd sector. Lowy has purpled the 1st sector, and does go to the top with a 47.0. 3/10 faster so far. First laps on the board now for the top 4, the main players for today. With the exception, of course, of Jack Olivier, who's just coming through to the final sector now. 2 more corners to go. How many camera sets have I got? Just the one? Just the one. Okay, I'll do with that. Last corner for Jack Olivier. Was he on a lap, actually? I haven't seen. Oh, he goes pole! He goes pole by 300ths. Ladies and gentlemen, we've found someone to challenge Lowy legitimately. It is Jack Olivier. Folenix is there as well, and so is Guerra. This is probably the closest anyone has come to Lowy since season 4. of AF1 in the RSS Formula 3. And we all remember what a... Well, not everyone's been here as long as I am, but I certainly remember how much of a barnstormer that was. 6 drivers all fighting for that first place. And all 6 of them came together in one pile-up at turn 2 in the Nürburgring. That was classic. Good evening, Juan. What's up? He's not doing quite... Juan going for the Smurf route, going from the back of the grid. Last 2 first challenge. We're ignoring Lowy in that, so that's last second challenge. Oh yes, and who could forget Imola? Lowy wasn't even there for that one because Lowy sort of dipped halfway through the season and still nearly won the title. AF1 Imola being the epitome of pile-ups in Assetto Friends, 20-car pile-up. All caused by one crash that almost happened in real life, if one between Verstappen and Hamilton at turn 2. It was basically a carbon copy, just a little bit more touch. And everyone just went, ah! Lowy improves to P1, 46.598. Olivier does improve as well, but it's only a 47.004. Purple sector for Lowy on that lap puts him with a 41.8. Daniel Wolf, excellent lap from him, goes to P4, puts him up with the front runners. Felipe Contreras in the Mongols car, preparing for a hot lap it seems. He's sort of going slow towards the exit. Most cars out on track in a minute. Let's see, who's running good laps in a minute? Felinix is running a good lap. He's done the first 2 sectors very well. Despite sort of being in a bit of a queue. There's a car facing backwards on the exit of turn 20 and a car off the track on the exit that's going to really put him off. Felinix, in fact, doesn't improve. 47.552. Lowy and Jack's recent laps were validated. That's probably because they're on out laps. Crab Paulson has done a fairly decent first sector. He did a personal best on that one. Driving the Turkish Torpedoes car. To the final corner now. Does improve, 48.780, goes P9. Sort of in the approaching half distance in this now. This is the, I believe this is the longest lap we've had all season. No, how long was Sebring? Was it 45? I can't remember. Trader Joe on a good lap a minute. Trader Joe really stood out for me last week in Watkins Glen. Did a stunning run from P15 to move up to the top 10 by the end of the race. Vicente Guerra is improved to P2. Only 0.3 off of Lowy from the top. And we get to see what last week's Mr. Saturday Jake Feimster can do from P6. He's P6 in the minute. Or drift it. Nice one, saved it. Lost all his time, but it was a brilliant drift nonetheless. Redacted on a good lap in a minute. He's running a... never mind. Wow. He's running... He personal best first sector. He's doing really well. Spins it. Almost immediately, like immediately after showing him on camera. Oh, let's see. Who's even... No one's really running any personal best at the minute. A lot of people are actually... Did Trader Joe... Oh, Trader Joe still improved his lap. There's P13. It's possible Jake Feimster's having to take it a bit easier on the tyres on this outlap. Maybe like a quali run could well take a lot out of these tyres. Oh, my throat is all over the place today. Is he saving fuel, perhaps? We've gone for minimum fuel. I say, I'm coming into this virtually blind, so and I usually do. It's interesting to see what he will come up with when he comes later on. We'll come back to him later. This is Miguel Costa. He's done a personal best first sector, 30.2. Currently P12, 4.5 seconds off. It's a very spread out field at the minute. That's mostly because of the nature of the track. A lot of braking zones, a lot of difficult corners, and just a long track in general. Delete that message from Jabotron just because I don't want to share free links from RSS. We want to pay for our excellent mods. For the excellent mods that we use. Some personal best coming in from Daniel Wolf in the second sector. But he was slower. He was slow in the first sector, but we'll see how he comes. How he does as he comes to the line. One corner to go, and a car in the way, and a car off track as well. Not going to help at all. But he does improve and goes P5, a 47.532. Oh! Was that rear ending? I think that was redacted. Was someone in purple? Yeah, it was redacted. He was the only one near it's in purple. Purple sector for Lowy in the middle sector. This could be another improvement. It's a 41.7 in that middle sector. Daniel Wolf did a 41.8, so Daniel Wolf was very good in that second sector. It's a very long second sector. 46.2 is another 3/10 in the bag, and a purple third sector to boot as well. So that second sector goes from the end of turn 6 to just after turn 12. Just a bit more of out straight line speed, but not entirely. Crab Paulson improves to an excellent P6 at the minute. 48.1. 8 minutes left in qualifying. And a personal best first sector for Felinix. He's just come to the end of the second sector. This looks like it's going to be an improvement, but not an improvement that will take him any higher than P4 at the minute. He's still P4 as it stands. To the final corner for Felinix. Improvement for Fabio Raffaello, goes P13. What about Felinix? Currently P4, does improve, stays P4, 47.424. Crab Paulson also just improved, I think, but he stayed P7. From the sector. Oh no, he didn't. Oh no, he did. Yeah, he did. A 48.187. Felipe Contreras in P17 is looking very strong at the minute on his lap. At least compared to the ones he's done so far. 30.2 in the first sector is a personal best. Takes a very sort of point and shoot line through turn 11. Brakes and aims to the apex. I feel like I have a feeling Redacted and Raffaello came together. No, they're part from completely opposite ends of the track. My mistake. See how Contreras' second sector is. It's a little slower, but he's still decent compared to those around him. Some of them around him are doing personal bests in the second sector that are slower than the one Contreras has just done. He's on a 43.1. Only a few corners to go, but kind of wide through turn 15. It's going to really slow him down. It's a lot of... Yeah, I feel like he's slowing... Maybe switching using second gear through these tight corners to try and maintain stability at the expense of some speed. He's got a car, it's a bit of a racing car behind him. He's going to try and overtake him, I think. That's Matty Labiak. He's just got, he's just ruined Contreras' lap. Costa's gone round as well. He's in the wall. And Labiak's come back to pits anyway. Jake Feemster is off track. Everybody fall off track. And now we're in a lull. No, oh, Jack Olivier. I say that. Jack Olivier. Turkish fibre strikes for Ali Yardinger. Jack Olivier has purpled the second sector. As Lowy has now joined the track to try and beat, or try and just sort of cement his lead at the top. The final call for Jacques Olivier does improve, but stays P3. He's about a tenth off of Joao Guerra. We are 5 minutes from the end, so this will be the final runs starting now. Personal best for Crab Paulson in the first sector. He's onto the back straight now. Quite a strong qualifier from Crab Paulson. I say the same too for Daniel Wolf as well. Daniel Wolf was very good at qualifying in the Formula E cars last season, but it's taking him a little while to get back up to speed in these cars. But he's certainly showing it now, and it's also nice to see him turning up in the first place. I know, right? It is weird. It is weird to see Daniel Wolf here. Crab Paulson through the final corner. He's improved. He improves to P5 ahead of Daniel Wolf as well. A very good lap from him. 47.5 puts him into P5 by a thousandth over Daniel Wolf. Stunning. These are the margins we're talking. It is that close. I gotta just double check my audio. I don't know if it's on 8. Yeah, it is on 8. Okay, that's what's normally on. I'm gonna turn it up for me. Let's see who we got on a fast lap in the minute. Max for Memes is on a good lap. He's on a personal best. He's done a 30.3 in that first sector. That is the most difficult. Never mind, he spun it. Never mind, he spun it again. He's gone. As Jacques Olivier comes around, there we go. Nice and out of the way. Beautifully done. Lowy has purpled the first sector. I feel like I'm saying that far too often. He just keeps finding more and more time in that first sector. It did look a little squirrely though through turn 13, and it is not an improvement in that second sector. But there's still, it's technically 5, but I'd say it's 3 corners to go. Turn 19. I saw someone up. You saw someone over there. I can't. Oh, Lowy's gone off. Lowy's gone off, and he's out of time. Oh, has he got enough time? He might just have enough time, but he's going to come out right next to Felinix. Is that Felinix he's with? Yes, it is. Jacques Olivier's gone off as well. So these last runs not going to plan. Oh, there's Jake Feemster actually he's with. Daniel Wolf is on a good run at the minute. He's going to need to be because he's a thousandth off of a top 5 spot. Matthew Lebiak improves to P8 and Nesh improves but stays P10. I'm seeing quite a few green sectors lined up the board from Wolf and from Soriano and from Contreras as well. Fonseca's got a personal best second sector as well. Only a minute left. I'll say Lowy is rounding turn 11, so he's onto the back straight now, so he should have enough time. But he might not have enough time to get himself some clear space. Daniel Wolf had a little twitch on the exit of turn number 15. Going to lose some time there. He started decent pace in the second sector though. It's a couple of tenths off of the people around him, but it's still half decent. Or get a little twitch off of. Had to correct it at turn 19. 1 corner to go for Daniel Wolf. Behind that will be Matteo Soriano, who has actually lost a lot of time in the second sector. No improvement from Daniel Wolf. It was a 48.4. So no improvement there. Yartam just still having issues. Felipe Contreras improves to P14. Good lap from him. The final runs are starting now. Soriano will be next. He will likely not have improved on his lap. And he doesn't. He does a 48.3. Still faster than Daniel Wolf. He's going to have a slower second sector. who is on a good lap at the minute. Daniel Wolf is not. He's not improved in the first sector. Let's switch to Max for memes. He's going to be 18. Oh, he's gone way wide. I don't know if that's legal actually. I say I don't know the track limits rules for here. Oh, but it is. That was chaotic. That was chaotic as anything. It was invalid. And it was also, despite that, only half a tenth back on his best time. Lowy, on a lap now. No improvement in the first sector. Guerra has improved in the second sector, but he's only 2/10 down on Lowy. So an improvement, a change to this top three is seemingly unlikely. Matty Labiak has invalidated his final attempt. Anybody else on a good lap? There's not many people out on track really that are gonna. It feels like quite an anticlimactic qualifying session, to be honest. Quite an anticlimactic end. So you're just eating the curb on the inside of turn 12. But this is the tricky bit. Very rear limiting. This will be hell in the race when you're late on that, when you're running longer on those tyres. The strategy information seems to be a full tank plus 40 litres. So you'll probably do 40 litres on these red walled tyres, and then go for the full tank to finish off on the blacks. Final corner for Lowy. Oh, he does improve. He's found some stonking pace in the final two sectors. He's purpled both of them. And he's on for 45.9. He's into the 45s. It will be Lowy on pole once again. 2 races in a row. Joao Guerra will start second. Jack Olivier will start third. And Felinix will start fourth. We have quite the race on our hands. I will be back in a second. We'll see you in a second for AF1 round 4 at COTA. Let's take. We'll take this opportunity. Let's just have a look around the track while we're waiting. The flag of surrender. Flag of Britain. No American flag I spot in America. It's a bit strange. This just looks like it's nicked from Catalonia. I don't know if anyone else has ever noticed that, but it just looks like the one from Catalonia. That does as well there. What's that? Yeah, it's also been twitching about. I wonder what that was. Mr. Marshall Man. We need to give this guy a name, I think. Just to thank him for all of his efforts keeping these races safe, we need to give him a name. What do we call the Marshal and AC? What's the view like from up here, I wonder? Well, no one will ever find out what that view is because there's no floor. But otherwise, pretty good. I'm seeing a Bob. I'm seeing a Reginald. I'm seeing a Matthias. This is quite terrifying, actually. And whoosh! Down the slide. Matthew Labiak having some issues, it seems, apparently. Having to rejoin. What's the view from behind? What is this view of the crowd? I don't even know what that is. How do you define that? He's enjoying a chips. Oh, that's popcorn, never mind. Crisps. They don't look like they belong together. There's at least 2 cowboy hats. Oh my god, I found Elton John. I found Elton John. Brilliant. So good of him to be here. I think that's David Beckham as well. Maybe. Anyway, we've got a minute left, so let's take you through the grid for the race at Austin. We've got Juan Manuel Gutierrez and Mixtrol on the back row. Then we have Mario Fonseca. We've got Max Vermeems and Miguel Costa. Fabio Raffaello. Adam Roszek. Felipe Contreras. Iwood Dactid. Then we've got Trader Joe, Alberto White, Roman Nesh, and Matti Labiak. Mattia Suriano. Jake Feemster. Daniel Wolf. Crab Paulson, Phoenix, Jack Olivier, Joao Guerra, and Lowy on pole in a nice orange car, actually, I gotta say. That's a Mongols car, is it? Nice. We are 30 seconds away from the start. We've got a formation lap, as usual in AF1 for this season. Or when AF1 Formula E goes wrong. Isn't this just a sight? This is cool. This is always cool. I was hoping to do the iRacing Indy 500 today, but I couldn't get eligible in time. I had D class I had D class 3.35 at the start of the day. I did my first race at 9 AM in the UK. I had until, as I said, the race started at 2, and at 1 PM. I had 3.81. I ran like 6 or 7 clean races with 0x each time, and it still wasn't enough to just be eligible to join Indy 500, which is a little disappointing. But oh well. What a view! It won't be that sedate when they come out in a few moments' time. Actually, just decided, I know, I'm just going to skip that. Matty taking the shortcut to regain his position. Everybody beat the horn going past. There we go. All our marvellous drivers ready to take on 27 laps of the Austin circuit. That's about half Formula 1 distance. Just less than half Formula 1 distance. There we go. Cinematic wide heli shot sort of thing. Yeah. Look at that. And now I've got to get this view. This would be great. This view up here. I did it a second ago. I'm going to go for it here. Let's go for the grandstand view as they come through the stadium section. Even though I need to go a bit higher up, I think. Up to here, yeah. There we go. All the cars filing their way through. Double back on themselves. And now the drivers must focus. They've got a few corners left. And they've got to just sort of back themselves up and get ready for a watch up. Oh, Jack nearly spun. Jack nearly spun. I heard tyre marks and I saw Jack off track. Let's keep Jack on track, please. Hashtag Jack on track. To the final corner we go. Ready for the start. If Ali's remembered what he needs to do, he should be slowing down and letting everyone catch up. And just as soon as everyone's on that front straight, we'll be going to green. Seen a few cars very close to each other in this sort of mid-pack here. Everybody's there, so Ali can go to random time. We have got a spin behind. Green flag is away. Lowe's got a great start, but so too has. That's Jack Olivier. He's already done Joao Guerra coming up to turn 1. Got 3-1 as well with Crab Paulson down the inside of that's Phoenix. Otherwise, it's a fairly clean start apart from the little issue on the start. But it is Lowy that keeps the lead of this race. Jack Olivier has made an excellent jump to move up to second to minimise the damage that Lowy may be able to inflict on him in this race. Excellent start too for Matty Labiak, moving up to P7. There's been a very clean start to this race, apart, I say, ignoring that sort of pre-race start, the pre-race incident. A couple of drivers having to go a little defensive, including that is Jake Feebs, who's had a dive from Alberto White. Good move from him, very forceful. He's made that move stick on the back onto the back straight. Go for Jake Feebs because he'll be going looking for some slipstream. Coming towards turn 12, no push to pass used at the minute. Couple of drivers deciding to use it, go to the outside as Jake Feebs down to turn 12 we go. Oh, Alberto White took too much curb there and he's gone round. He's had to get out of the way of about 3 cars that are all sort of all over the place. Mixed Trollers spun as well at turn 12, but he's last, so is Max for Memes. They look like they're isolated, I don't think they collided for that. Trader Joe's gone round as well. He's come together with, I don't know who's come together with, but he's come together with somebody that was, I think it's a blue and white car. There's a few isolated incidents to get us started today, but we are underway. Drivers back with some hot tyres. Matty Leviak's dropped to P8. He's lost out to Mattia Suriano, who's already on the back of Crab Paulson. Push to pass, unable to push Mattia Suriano. The effect it's having is huge here. Oh, we have got a safety car. The safety car is out on track. Did anybody say the safety car was out on track? Because Suriano's just overtaken somebody. I've got no idea if that happened. I didn't see a safety car. I didn't see anyone. Yeah, it's let Crab Paulson back through. Okay, so we are under safety car. I didn't even see 4 cars off at the same time, but I will trust it. I'm happy to have a safety car. You know, spicy, spice things up. Contreras making back a few places as well, so it is Lowy that maintains the lead of this race. Jack Olivier is in second. Then we have Joao Guerra. Then Phoenix, Daniel Wolf, Crab Paulson, Mattia Suriano, Matty Labiak, Jake Feimster and Roman Nesh in P10. So as I predicted, because I'm such a good commentator, drivers struggling with that stadium section on the first lap. That sort of turn 12 to turn 15 section. But this is actually the first safety car we've had all season, I think. Am I right? What did we have? We had... wasn't one at Sebring. There definitely should have been. What came next? Laguna Seca. Didn't have one, but there definitely should have been. And then Watkins Glen. Didn't have one, but there definitely should have been. So this is our first actual safety car, and for once I'm not even sure if we needed it. But I will trust it and I will go with it. I expect this will be the only lap we go under safety car. Maybe another lap because this is AF1. We're going to do 2 laps in AF1 with the safety car, I think. And this will be very helpful to those drivers who are on the option tyres at the minute, the red walled tyres. A bit of fuel saving and an option to extend their stint and go longer on these faster tyres, and they have to spend less, and they won't have to spend as much time on the slower primary tyres. We got VSC. From the MLO. That's very close. Daniel was very close to the back of Felix. That's going to cause a collision surely at some point. Are we going green soon? Are we going green this lap? Or are we going green next lap? I don't know. We are going green this lap. Lowy gets away well. Gerhard and Felix both on push to pass. He's still under pressure from Daniel Wolf as Felix who goes down the inside of Gerhard. Doesn't make the move stick. Gerhard keeps the position for now. Felix is fourth now. Wolf is fifth, but he's under pressure from Matteo Suriano's going around the outside of turn 2. Side by side through there. Whoa! That could have been so much bigger. Daniel Wolf and Suriano having to take some evasive action, but they're both still going. That could have been such a big crash. Fonseca and I would actually have come together. Further back, and Alberto White has passed Jake Feemster, who's dropped to P12. I think the big winner off of this start is Costa and Alberto White. Matty Labiak down the inside of Crab Paulson into turn 12. Makes the move stick for now. So close to the bumper. Wow. Well, so close to the wing, rather. Matty Labiak takes that P7 back. He's sort of bobbing between those positions. Behind that, Alberto White under pressure from, that's actually Miguel Costa, I think. Who's putting Alberto White under... He's being put under pressure by Alberto White. Big lock-up. That's going to be a collision there, surely. No, everyone got out of it alive. That was Miguel Costa, I think it was. Oh, and Adam Rocha having a dive performed on him by Alberto White. It makes the move. Stunning move from Alberto White. Rochek's going for a clumsy move there. Rochek spun round and he's come together with his teammate. Miguel Costa's involved. There's plenty of people in that area, but there's no safety car surely for that. I think there's something behind, maybe. No, everyone's okay. Gutierrez driving a mission winnow car today, but he should be driving the car of the guy in front of him, Roman Nesh, in the HRT looking car. Jake Feemster, who's just been passed by Miguel Costa behind that. Gutierrez still having a look on Roman Nesh. On the push pass is Roman Nesh, but it's not enough because Gutierrez is still going to go side by side with him towards turn 1 up the hill. Down the inside, looked like Nesh braked later for that corner. A very close angles. I need wider angles for this. Oh, and there's a rejoining. That's Daniel Wolf rejoining. That's him dropped out to the back of the grid. In fact, he's come together with somebody, I think, on the rejoin. I think it might have been Mixtrol. Up towards the front of the grid because Jack Olivier is very close to Lowy. 3/10. It's now 2/10. Can he make a dive into turn 11? I wouldn't do it because you get the slipstream down turn 12 into towards turn 12, and that stadium section. That's the best place to go for it, I think. No push to pass from Jack Olivier, but there is push to pass from Lowy. He's got the button pressed. Now what's the pull? There isn't any. Push to pass is not very useful down that back straight because it sort of evens out. You get basically diminishing returns by that distance. Oh, very close, very, very close. Gets a little crossed up on the exit of 13, so a move into 15 is not going to happen unless he goes for... Whoa! Very close, almost quite tried for the punt there, but that didn't work. Roman Nesh has gone off. He's dropped behind, at least he's lost 6 positions. He's spun round, that's on the exit of turn 12. Switch back to Jack Olivier, he's got to be making a move soon. Lowy goes really wide. They all go really wide because they can do it, I think. Or can they? Track limits? I don't know. Switch back to Gerhard very quickly, who's very close to Felix to try and take that 3rd place. His whole battle for the podium is incredible right now. I mean, we're only on lap 5, but still. We've only completed 4 laps of this track. It's a very long track. But Dax is going slow, so on the exit of turn 15 is round Roman Nesh. Roman Nesh only just managing to rejoin. And even behind that is Trader Joe's a lap down as well. Mixtrol's gone off. Looks like he came together with Fonseca perhaps, and maybe Daniel Wolf was involved in that as well. He was around the same area. Okay, he's starting to lose ground now on Lowy. He's down to 7/10. You give Lowy an inch, he'll take a mile. I love how Colin Back has gone. I like supporting the underdog. Go Lowy! The man who's won 6 trophies in Assetto Friends. No, more than anybody else. I'm on 5. I'm close on 5. There's 6 championships. He's won more in special events. I think he has 7 overall. Jack Levy looks really strong through turn 15 there. Seemed to close up a lot on Lowy. But he's got a half decent run in that sort of second phase out of the corner. He's back out to about 5/10. You can tell Jack is just trying to follow Lowy, use all the same lines, just stay with him and maybe pass some strategy later. Jack Olivier running the black tyres, Lowy running the black tyres as well. So they're on the same strategy in this race. One stop is expected. Nations Cup trophy doesn't count. Yeah, like you won't get a gold name for getting the Nations Cup. Let's switch back to the battle between Alberto White and Crab Pawson. Alberto White having a stunning race. His qualifying wasn't particularly strong, but his race pace is incredible. He's already made it up to P7. The gap between second and third starting to spread out a bit, so it's becoming sort of 2 separate duels rather than a pack of 4 for the lead of this race. Alright, a win today will put Lowy on to 54 points if he gets the fastest lap as well. And Jack Olivier will be on to 86, but he'll have 13 taken off for the drop race. So Jack Olivier will actually be on 73 compared to Lowy's 54. So a 20-point gap with 2 races to go could get very interesting as we head to ovals, but it's a bit more of a level playing field for everybody. Gutierrez and Adam Roszek. Gutierrez just passed Adam Roszek into turn 12. And Alberto White is already on the back of Matty Lebiak in the River Racing car. Seemingly Lowy and Olivier not afraid to go wide at that second to last corner, like they do in IndyCar. And I suspect... Oh, it's Jack Olivier. Olivier down the inside! Around the outside at turn 1. Oh, Lowy not giving him room. That's the old 2015 Hamilton-Rosberg line there. Lowy maintains that lead despite the push to pass, in fact. This battle is going to rage on for a long time, and I'm absolutely here for it, and you should be here too. Thank you all 32 of you for joining me. What is a barnstorming race so far. We're only on lap 7 of 27. Olivier looking a bit more ragged, trying to keep up with Lowy. I mean, most people here will know Lowy by now is cool, calm, collected. He will take the smoothest possible route and will be fast everywhere. Like, no matter what track you go to, you know Lowy's going to be near the front if he's joining this race. He is the meter stick, the yardstick. Daniel Wolf down the inside of Jake Feemster. He's gone too deep there. The 2 American drivers. Feemster's surely going to take that back. In fact, oh no, I thought Adam Roszek was involved. He wasn't. Daniel Wolf will lose out there. That was a bit ambitious there. Alberto White has just overtaken Matty Leibert. It was into turn 12. He's actually spun around again. He's gone at turn 9. Back to Roszek and Gutierrez, who are sort of doing a little weaving all over the place, from left and right, ducking left and right. But Gutierrez maintaining P9 for now from Adam Roszek, who's had a pretty good race. He did a good job in AF4 yesterday, and showing what he can do in some of in our other leagues. AF1 being a bit more of a challenge for him today than AF4 certainly was, but still a good showing. Having a bit of American weekend this weekend, it seems. And in 2 weeks, we've got a German weekend both races that weekend, AF4 and AF3, both at Sachsenring. In two quite different cars. I mean, they both got roofs, so they're not that different, but you know. Be sure to join us next week for AF2. That's actually the only race we've got next week, is AF2. For the first round of Season 4, the new season. That's at Sebring. Coverage starts at 6:30 UTC? Ish. That's if we have coverage. We should have coverage. Get riding all over the back of Felix, trying to find a way past. You've got to push the pass, it seemed through, you've got to come towards the end of the back straight. Going way wide at turn 19, because you can carry more speed that way. It seems to be helping. Adam Rossick's gone round. I think he's hit Max Vermeems. No, they're separated. They're separated. Max Vermeems is still struggling to get back on track. He's going to rejoin in P14. Rossick in P12. Lowy is clearly a little worried at Jack Olivier. Even despite the push to pass, Jack Olivier is very close. The back of Lowy coming up to turn 1. It seems coming out of turn 20 is Lowy's weakness. Jack Olivier has found a weakness in Lowy. That is rare. I know of one of the weaknesses of Lowy, and that is starts. Specifically, if you get someone behind you that jump starts and hits your arse. Lowy didn't know how to deal with that. Terrible driver. Cough, cough, Miguel. Cough, cough. Onto the back straight. Looks like Lowy had a decent second phase, but the first phase was enough to keep Jack Olivier in tow. He hasn't used a single push to pass. I don't think he even has the button mapped, but he's going to go to the outside into turn 12. Side by side. Swings it round. Lowy maintains the lead for now, but Jack Olivier's got to run out of turn 12 into turn 13. Down the inside goes Olivier again. Keeps that position. Oh, but a little squirrely again. Had to take a second just to straighten out. Oh, Lowy's down the inside of 15. Forces Olivier off track. Olivier will keep the lead of this race coming out of turn 15. Olivier takes the lead. Oh, he's let Lowy back past. Maybe off-track passes. A bit of sportsmanship there from the two of them, I suppose. Oh no! Jack Olivier spun! He's hit Lowy as well! Lowy keeps the lead of the race, but Olivier's going to drop behind Felix and maybe even behind Guerra. Advantage at Lowy. He's found the opportunity. He's cracked him. Olivier down 3 wide into turn 1. He's done it! Unbelievable! Olivier is in this. He's in this to win this. Down the inside of Felix and Guerra into turn 1. Almost tapping the side of Felix. There was barely even room for him, but he made the room. And he made the move. Unbelievable from Jack Olivier. 2 seconds is the gap Lowy to Olivier. And with any luck, that'll start closing down. And if Felix and Guerra can keep up with that, we are on for one hell of a race. Jack has found the push to pass button, and he's going to use it to full advantage down the back straight. Felix is already out of push to pass. Guerra behind. He's only a 10th. He's now less than a 10th. They're now side by side coming into turn 12. Guerra down the inside of Felix. They've banged wheels. Guerra's round. Excellent donut. That's a 9 out of 10 for that donut, but he's going to drop behind Suriano and Alberto White into P5, and hot tyres for Guerra means he's going to struggle to get away as well. It's all kicking off in COTA. This is brilliant. Olivier is slowly but surely catching Lowy. He just needs to keep this pace up. 2.1 seconds now. It's about where it was when he rejoined the race, but there is promise. All of the exit there. 1.7 now. This is where Lowy is weakest, coming out of that final corner. A second faster was Olivier on Lowy that lap. a whole second on Lowy is really something. And I'm sorry, Mythic, that is a lie. The entire FE season was not a bust. Gothenburg was incredible. Spa, the end, was insane. And Lippo Village was just on tenterhooks all the way through. Same for Codegua. There was some stunning racing in that season. Alberto White, who has had an incredible, an insane run through. We're not even at the pit stops yet. And Alberto White has made up what I believe is at least 10 places, up to P5. And he's on the back of Matteo Suriano for P4. He's only about 2 seconds off of a podium. I'm going to make this look really unprofessional for a second and look at ACTV Tower because I can see what positions people have gained. Let's do that and bring up the config and faff about a bit. So we need progress. White is up 6 places. Fonseca's up 7. Gutierrez is up 6 from the back of the grid. Should also have tyre information. There's the tyre information. Suriano's on softs. Famimus is on softs. Everybody else, Costa and Mixer on softs. Everyone else on hard tyres. So fairly one-sided strategy today. So this should be a straight fight, maybe. It's going to make things very interesting later on in this race. 1.5 seconds. Lowy to Olivier. Olivier is catching. Suriano has been passed by Alberto White. He's up to P4 now as his run continues. Crab Paulson's having to rejoin, but he's in plenty of space. He's going to maintain P8. He's at a spin at turn 13. Suriano into the pits from the soft tyres. He's on lap 12. He's at the end of lap 12. We'll start at lap 12. So he's still going to go about 17, 18 laps on a set of the hard tyres, which means that might be when we expect these two to come in. It's down to a second once again. Olivier is not giving up on this race. Stunning pace. Last lap was 5/10 faster and a purple final sector for Jack Olivier. Matthias Suriano is the purple sector for Jack Olivier in the first sector, a 10 faster. Suriano will rejoin just ahead of Jake Feemster in P8. This is lap 12 of 27. This is COTA. This is round 4 of AF1. Thank you for joining us. If you have just joined us, thank you all 37 of you for joining us. If you have just joined us, Lowy started this race on pole, but unlike a week ago in Watkins Glen, this has been far from one-sided. Lowy and Olivier were together. We had an early safety car that reset the pack. Alberto White has come through from around about P12 plus a little collision at the start of the race, which is why he's come through from about 10 places back. He's come to P4. We did have a 4-car battle for the lead. That split off into 2 sets of 2s. Lowy and Olivier, and then Felix and Guerra, who has just spun again. Labiak has passed him now. It's on the exit. It's about turn 14 there. It seems got a bit crossed up. As I say, Guerra spun, and he spun again. Then these two came together, Lowy and Olivier. Olivier dropped back to behind Felix and Guerra and passed him, Felix and Guerra in one corner, 3 wide, down the inside into turn 1. And now he's closed within about 4 or 5 laps to within a second of Lowy again. Jack Olivier is here to nab that crown off of Lowy. Alberto White is within half a second of Felix and a shot at a podium. Reigning AF4 champion Alberto White won 3 out of 4 races in AF4 last season, the first 3, and the highest points haul in AF4 history. Although, to be fair, fun fact, the first 4 seasons of AF4 were all won with the same point total. All the champions all got 79 points. And that's the sort of fact I live for. That's brilliant. Champions of AF4 including Miguel Michelena and Takuma. Season 3 was... Bugger, who was season 3? Kekkonen. Yuha Makiyupi. Season 4 in the BMWs was... I know this. I should know this. Oh, and Alberto White and Felix come together. I need to be focusing on the race right now. Felix and White come together at turn 15. White stays behind for now, but it certainly looks like White is stronger than Felix right now. This could be the... Barry, thank you. Sorry, thank you, Jake. He won that by 1 point off of them 9 points. And then season 5, Alberto White. Olivier into the pits. Quite an early stop for Olivier. He's only at half distance. So he's going to switch to the soft tyres and go to the end 14 laps. He's going to try and pull the undercut. He's on softs. This could be a very interesting strategy move. Alberto White down inside of Felix. Takes P2. That is a net P3 though. And Olivier, with any luck, is going to come out in some clean air. And he should do. Yeah, rejoin just behind Vicente Guerra, P6, about 4 seconds off. The only other person to have stopped so far in this race is Mattia Suriano, who is P9. Oh, that's Costa. I've heard some spinning noises. And that's Miguel Costa. Felix is certainly not going to give up this one. The question is, how long will it take? How long will Lowy wait to pit? He'll have fresher tyres at the end if he decides. The longer he goes. But it all depends how much fuel has he got on those. How much fuel has he got left in that tank? How long can he go for? How much tread has he got left on those tyres? We're only just halfway through the season in AF4. I'm not telling you what the season. We don't even know ourselves what the next car is. We start planning that. We start planning these new seasons at half distance. This is a little bit of a season of a little bit of a season filled with patience, but some incredible racing as well. Certainly today has been a testament to that. It's been incredible. And this is the last road course race of the season. We've got two oval courses to bring you to finish off the season. Daytona 250 this time next week, and then Indy 250 in 3 weeks' time. No pit stop from Lowy yet. It is a purple lap from Lowy. Vicente Guerra into the pits. Now will be the sign. Can Olivier push harder and get some time back? I'll keep you informed on the lap times at the end of this lap. The gap was around about a second at the pit stops. I don't have any AWS gap graphics to help me with this, but we'll see. Lowe's done a 30.5 minutes. This is invalid. I suspect track cuts will come into play at the end of this race. We'll switch back to Mattia Suriano, who is very close to Jake Feemster. Suriano on much fresher tyres. He's recently stopped. He started about 4 or 5 laps ago, and Jake Feemster still on an old set of the primary tyres. Olivier was a second faster in the first sector alone. This is surely advantage Jack Olivier. But he's got to keep pushing. He's still got 4 seconds. He's still got some clean air. He's got clean air all the way up to Matty Leviak, who's 4 seconds ahead. The question is, when will Lowy stop? Jack Olivier 4 tenths slower in the second sector. So the net gain is about 6 tenths so far. That's roughly on par. Is Lowy going to box? No, Lowy does not box. A 48.6 from him. Oh, Feemster having a bit of a wiggle coming into turn number 15. Alberto White was actually faster than Lowy on that lap by 2 tenths. Jack Olivier coming towards the line now, and it's going to be a 47.8, so 8 tenths of a second gained on that lap. That's pretty much the overlap, so the undercut seems to be working. But anything can happen in the next few minutes before Lowy decides to pit. Lowy is well known for extending his prime stint as long as possible. Daniel Wolf into the pits as Suriano is waved through by Jake Feemster. I can't remember what version of Indy it is. We used it in September for the Indy 250. I think we're using that one. maybe with some adjustments because there's barriers sort of between the box, but between the apron and the track that you might want to get rid of. Max League, I must say, is running a pretty good race at the minute. Just overtaking Daniel Wolf as he's at the pits. Guerra, purple in the first sector. Lowy is on 29.8 in the first sector. Jack Liver's on 29.6. So another 2/10 gain there. But half a second lost. 2/10 lost in the second sector. So it's roughly equal now. So, suddenly, maybe this isn't going to work. This is why Lowy's strategy... It's taken a long time to notice this, but that is Lowy's common strategy. Go for the hard stop, go for the harder tyre first, extend as long as possible, and then pit and finish on the faster tyre. We've got a prediction. Who's going to finish ahead? It's going to be Lowy or Jack Olivier. Vote now with your channel points. It's been a long time since we've done that. I've missed that. Guerra's on a blinded lap. He's purple the first two sectors. So he goes deep into that final corner and almost loses it on the back end. Olivier's going to be slowed down now by Matti Lebiak in the way. And he's got Mattia Suriano just... That's not Mattia Suriano. Who is it? Oh, is this the worst possible place to be stuck behind a driver with worn tyres? This could be killing Jack Olivier's chances of winning this race. Olivier needs to be past Lebiak now if he wants to take the lead of this race. This is why Lowy's strategy works so well. Olivier is down the inside and has made the move. Where's Lebiak in all of this? He's going to take some slipstream. He's going to try and make a move. This isn't even from position. Matthew Lebiak's just going to try and annoy Jack Olivier. Looks to the inside, brakes a little earlier, so the move isn't really on there, but Olivier's going to give him the space to do so. He goes a little off track as well. Ooh, personal best second sector for Lowy. Meanwhile, Suriano has lost. Olivier has lost 4/10 in that sector. Oh, no, that's so close! Oh, Olivier almost shut himself. Lowy's in the pits. Here we go. Game on. Is it going to be enough? White and Feliz have followed him in as well. They could come into play. Oh, that's a spin. That's a spin for... That's Miguel Costa. Lowy's on the move. Olivier's down the pit straight. Limiter off for Lowy. I think he's going to keep the lead of this race. He is, yes. So... Lowy maintains the lead of this race. Jack Olivier, that strategy has not worked. The gap is currently 3.5 seconds. That will go down as the delta starts to adjust. But that getting stuck behind Matti Lebiak on the used tyres has really cost him. Suddenly the channel points voting in favour of Lowy. 7,000 say Lowy, 1,000 for Jack Olivier. Let's have a look back at Max Verbeams. He's currently catching Madame Roshek, and that's going to be raced through the pit lane, it seems. You know, you can overtake there if you wanted to. Or do that. That works. Oops. I think Adam Roshek missed the corner a bit, and he was like, oops, I just, braked too much. And is Adam Roshek going to be able to get in the pits now? Yeah, he is. He's in the pits now. There we go. 4 seconds. Lowy to Jack Olivier. Is that gap going to close down any further? Has Lowy managed to nail it? He's always faster on that faster set. He's always strong on the faster set than comparatively than he is. 3 wide down the back straight. One of them is a lapped car. In fact, that's Costa trying to lap himself. He's wiped out. Who is that? Who is he wiped out there? I can't even see on the map. Is he someone like Contreras? Felix. He's nabbed Felix. If you're a lapped car, why would you get out the inside of 2 people? Vermeems has rejoined right behind Juan Manuel Gutierrez. So, at this point in time, Lowy leads this race. Jack Olivier is second. Matti Lebiak is yet to stop, so net third is Alberto White. In fact, Lebiak is in the pits now. Felix will be 4th, Suriano 5th, Guerra 6th, and maybe Paulson 7th. It might also be Matti Lebiak. gap is now out to 5 seconds. This is the point in time. We saw it last week. This is where Lowy will pull away and just clear off. Give us an exciting first half and then just clear us off with a stunning strategy. How has nobody learned to beat it yet? Follow Lowy. Do exactly what he does. That's the playbook for Lowy. Extend that first stint as long as possible. Extend that primary stint. Oh, it's down to 2. It's down to 3 seconds. Lowy's just lost 2 seconds there. I don't know what happened there. But he's lost 2 seconds. It was 5 and now it's 3. Fonseca spun it round. He's gone round on the final corner. I think he's missed the... yeah, I think he's tried to go in the pits and he's just locked up and gone too deep. So we're going to lose a lot from that. We're going to lose from Gutierrez and from Memes. It's probably going to end up coming out... Oh, well, it'll be some clear air. Might be out ahead of Rafael though. The gap's already out to 3.2 between Lowy and Olivier. Let's have a look at the sector times from Lowy. Yeah, lost 2 seconds in that second sector, but he did purple the first sector, 29.1 in the first sector. It is possible to have the pace to beat Lowy. We've seen it. We've seen it today. Because Olivier kept with Lowy, and he was faster than Lowy on that first stint. They were both on the same tyres. But the blue flags are information, like in iRacing. You don't have to move over. You know, it's not obligatory. My voice is starting to go. This has been a stunning race, and Lowy's just proving once again, like he does every week. Every time he races, he's proving what he can do. He's now got 2 lapped cars in between him and Olivier, and a 3.5 second gap as well. For Memes, battling hard with Juan Manuel Gutierrez, Spain versus Portugal. Nice wide line for Memes, could bring him into the mix here. Can I go F6? There we go. What we really need now to mix things up is a nice safety car, don't you think? There's plenty of clusters of cars around that could bring out that safety car. We're on lap 20 of 27. Mixed Troll's gone round. That is at the penultimate corner, turn 19. Whoa! Full dive for Max Memes! And he's made the move! Unbelievable! That was from miles back! That's like Gutierrez like, I'm just going to take it easy. Where's the corner? Where's the corner? Where's the... Oh, hello, there's a car there. Gone! Insane move from Max for Memes. Let's check back for a battle a bit further back. Miguel Costa trying to catch and pass Felipe Contreras for P17. We might see in a few minutes a battle between Suriano and Guerra. Suriano running the alternate strategy and doing quite well with it in P5 at the minute. Mixed Troll's gone round again. That's off at turn 6. And Redactor's gone round as well. He's at turn 19. Oh, and Miguel Costa's gone round. That's an opportunity for Leviat to come through. There we go. Echo running very close to Matteo Suriano now. Whoa! Gera with a late move. He's scared him wide. We're going to go for side-by-side drag race up the pitch, up the back straight. AF1 at its finest. Guerra on the softer tyres. Suriano having to being forced to run the harder tyre at the end of this race. We'll try and pull the switch. Whoa! Oh! What happened? It seems like he clipped the bollard and he's got into the map. What was that? Great mod. What a great mod. Just when you thought you'd found all the problems with this track and fixed them, you found another one. And now Matty Labiak's catching up. That's within a second now. So this hasn't killed the battle, it's just created a new one. Fine by me. Is Leber going to try into turn one? No, too far back this time, but can he get a good one out of turn one? And does. He's gone for that sort of cut line. You can take a lot of liberties on the track limits with this track, as you've seen, particularly turn 19, but things in places where they wouldn't normally like ignore track limits or check them in the first place. It's sort of like indifferent to track limits there. Yes, we've changed the mod like 3 times. This was the original one, I think, with some updated surfaces. I can't remember. This is the ACU one. I don't know which one was one we used originally. Really good run through turn 9 for Matty Labiak. He's going to make a move surely. No, he's going to wait for the back straight. Get a good one out of turn 11. Gecko on the push to pass. He's only got one left after that one. And Labiak's got 3 after this one. This is basically going to neutralise any gains between them if they're both using push to pass. Labiak looking from 3/10 back to try and make a move. You can tell Gecko's not going to cut that much anymore. Roman Nesh closing very closely to Gutierrez. Oh, a little tap, a bit of a miscommunication mid-corner there. Crossed wires almost. Certainly crossed lines. Nesh was getting close to Gutierrez, getting a bit crossed up in the dirty air. And Lowy is now going to get stuck behind this. This is Jack Olivier's chance. Crab Paulson's round at turn 15. Can Olivier make any gains on this as Lowy is still stuck behind? He's got past Nesh now. Nesh has actually gone off. That's why. But he's still stuck behind Gutierrez. He gets 6.3. Gutierrez is just going to let him by. That's fair enough. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of removed the last hope we had. I didn't even realise I had any more hope for the battle for the win of this race. But it's gone now. Adam Roshek very close to Roman Nesh. Roman Nesh went off a little bit. In fact, we'll switch back to Labiak on Geher because he's running quite close to that. Lap 23 of 28. 5 laps to go after this one. I wonder who's going to get timed out this time. It's Polybius. Rip. Bye, Polly. I just feel kind of spread out now as Jack Olivier gets through another lap. Cars down to within 6 seconds, but it's still not going to be enough at this rate. Unless Lowy spins it, which, you know, it happened last week. It's a personal best from Jack Olivier, so he's certainly pushing for it. And in fact, he was a second faster, so this isn't out of the question. Although, Lowy did get stuck behind lap cars on that lap. That's why he was a second slower. And Olivier, has he had to get through that? Yes, he has still got to get through that. He's got to get through Nesh and Gutierrez. And Lowy's got to get past Irodacted. There's Lowy's Irodacted as well. Lowy having to go off track to overtake Irodacted. No space at all. Redacted's going to take the inside. Oh, Lowy's almost spun it. He's kept it going. Redacted's not making it easy for him, is he? Blue flags are, as I say earlier, blue flags are only a suggestion. But there we go. Lowy's got that position. Redacted's showing him who's boss. Wow. Mazepin. Guerra very close to Suriano towards the end of this race. This is lap 24 of 27. Lap 24 of 27. 3 laps to go after this one. To the outside goes Guerra. This is for P5 on the road. Suriano staying ahead for now. Guerra's going to look to the inside for 13. Does so. Oh, so close to a touch. I was sure they were touching there, but they're not going to. Matti Lebiak's ready to take advantage. Suriano's lost the back end a little bit. Lebiak's going to shorten back into turn 15. No, Suriano is on Guerra. Lebiak's right behind the both of them. Lebiak stood Suriano. Lebiak to P6. Can he do Guerra for P5? Everybody wide. Way! To the final corner. Got a much better run out of the final corner than Guerra. Guerra's got no push to pass. Lebiak's using his penultimate push to pass to try and get onto the back of Guerra, who goes defensive. To the outside goes Lebiak. Oh, they almost touched. So Lebiak's got a really compromised line now. Guerra will take P5. Well, he'll keep it for now. Suriano's still there ready to take advantage. Any spin here could be carambolage. I love that word recently. Carambolage. Oh, Suriano almost hits Lebiak's ass. Has Lebiak perhaps not got the pace anymore to keep up with Guerra? He's out to 8 tenths. He's got a push to pass, but it's not really a lot of. It's still enough of the race for you need to sort of strategize when to use it. Is now the time to do that? I don't think it is. Never mind, he is going to use it on the back straight. 6 tenths, 5 tenths, 4 tenths. He's closing rapidly. Is he going to make a move? To the inside! Dive for it, Matti. Yes, he goes for it. Goes deep. Oh, it spins. He keeps the position though. Suriano maybe going to make a move into turn 15. No, he's not. Guys! They bang wheels. They both spun. Suriano takes 5th. Lebiak rejoins in 6th. Nobody else has lost any position, but that's surely going to be a little... we do a little penalising later at the end of this race. But still, thank you, Matti and João, for making this race finish in an incredible way. But it's not over yet. Roman Nesh is on the back of Adam Roszek. Oh, but he's using far too much input coming through these corners. He's going way offline and almost losing the car. I need to catch my breath for a second. Roszek is quite close to Juan Gutierrez. Adam Roszek's had a fairly strong race. He's had his flashes of brilliance today. My driver today has got to be Alberto White to pull it up to P3. Daniel Wolf has spun round. Oh, I'm getting faint. Roszek, he's going to make... Gutierrez in the middle. Roszek going to the outside. Fulinix is DNF'd! Fulinix is out! Oh, the drama! Fulinix is out, he's disconnected. Roszek and Gutierrez have come together. At turn 13, it's just a carbon copy of the previous lap. Lowe's coming around the final corner. He will start the penultimate lap of this race. The final lap of this race. This is lap 27 of 27 here at COTA. Oh! Who was that to the right? Was that... Oh no, that was Nesh. Is that connection? I don't know what's going on. Roszek spun round. Nesh has spun round. I don't know if that was connection. That might have been. But they're both going to get away very gingerly. It's almost like, oh, it's just a practice crash. We just get away with it again. It's fine. This has been the best race of the season. Hands down, I think. Action all the way through. Incredible strategy that I've been able to keep up with. But it's not going to be a podium for Suriano. He's 30 seconds back from Alberto White. I've I've screamed so much, my voice is almost gone, and I feel quite close to throwing up. That's how exciting this race has been. And that's rare. I think the last time that happened was Race of Champions, but that was only because it was so long and I was quite new to it. Quite new to commentating. Roman Nesh is out as well. So points are going to come for Raffaello and for Miguel Costa. Guerra might pull a little surprise and take a P5. But this was Guerra's opportunity to stay with the guys and have a shot at the title. Lowy wins in COTA with a beautiful strategy that we've seen time and time again, and nobody's ever been able to come close. Jack Olivier will take home P2. Damage control succeeded. Alberto White will take home a beautiful P3. An amazingly... it's so aggressive and so controlled with his overtakes. It was amazing. He takes home a podium. Mattia Suriano is going to come home P4. Matti Labiak P5 for River Racing. Vicente Guerra will come home in P6. Feimster P7. Paulson will come home in P8. Daniel Wolf P9. Max Vermeems takes home a P10, a top 10 finish. Gutierrez from the back of the grid takes P11 and is stuck in the map. I'm glad that never happened to anyone in the race. Adam Roszek finishes P12, just ahead of Mario Fonseca with a late move. Takes P13. Raffaello P14. Contreras P15 takes the final point. Then we have Miguel Costa P16. Phoenix is listed as P17, but that might change to P18. Romanesh will take him P17, it seems. Phoenix will come in P18. Redacted 19th, Mixed Troll 20th, and Trader Joe P21. My face has got pins and needles. It doesn't get better than this. So, oh man, the next step will be to as it stands, it will be Lowy with. I think he got the fastest. Did he get the fastest lap, or did Guerra beat that? 46.8. Lowy got a Lowy got a 46.5. Yeah, Lowy got the fastest lap points. That's 54 points now for Lowy. Assuming, of course, he gets a main driver's seat, then it will count. Jack Olivier takes home an extra 20 points, put him on 86. For Linux, doesn't take him any points. He remains on 60. Joao Guerra will come home with an extra 10 points to 52. So it's looking like a two-horse race. Jack Olivier on 86 and Lowy on 54. But again, Olivier's got that drop race and is looking like a fourth place will be that drop race at the minute, which will put him on to 73. 73 plays 54 with 2 rounds to go at Daytona and at Indy. Roman Nesh finally finishes the race in style. Beautiful. In the Teams Championship, Macca Racing is Jack Olivier and Ludwig Eriksson. I can't say Ludwig's name today. So that's 123 points for Macca Racing. Lugas Racing will remain. Well, Feimster takes home a 7th place, which gives him 9 points. So they'll go on to 97. Lowy's not in a team, so that's irrelevant. So Macca Racing takes a lead of at least 20 points. Alpha Wolf Team Racing were too far back anyway at this point at 52. But Joao Guerra got P6, and his teammate Daniel Wolf took home P9. So a fairly decent points haul, but still not enough to challenge the top 2. But of course, there is the little thing that could come soon. Funny says he got blue screen, I'm being told. Oof. That is the worst possible finish. He was on for some really good points as well. But yeah, the one thing that might make this a little bit interesting is when the results come through, if any track limits penalties come in. And I'll let you know on that as soon as I get it. But for now, it is almost certainly a Lowy victory. Oh, Polly's in. Hello, Polly.
Hello, I've come in for reasons.
How long have you been here?
I came back after the race finished because I was safety car, so I need to stay until then.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
What did
I
you
did
think of
come
that?
in at one point, but that was really fun to watch.
That was a stunning race all the way
That
through.
was great. Also, Louis was really pissed. It's the first time I've heard him be even the littlest bit loud.
I wonder why.
Yes. Let's see if we'll see the ovals. I'm excited.
I'm so excited for the ovals. I'm not racing Indy 500 next week because there's no time slot at that time, which means I get to stream it. So I'm super pumped for that. That's
Yeah,
gonna be
boy.
amazing. Um,
Bring in Mattia. My boy got P4.
is he still here? He is still here.
He is still here. Bring him in.
Hello, Mattia.
Mattia!
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah,
Congratulations on P4. You had a really fun race today. It looks like.
I was pretty suffering, but yeah, pretty beautiful race and not an easy one, surely.
Yeah, you didn't exactly make it easy for yourself. You went for the alternate strategy. Well, yeah, the alternate strategy. Everyone else did hard tie to start. You went on the soft. Talk me through the sort of the reasoning behind that.
Also, I think on the preset strategy because like the major part of the drivers made like soft hards, and in fact I was I think faster than others in the first stint, but boy, the last stint was so suffering for me. In fact, I I was losing much time with Joao, and things happened there on the curb. he he flied out.
Yeah, that was
Black
weird.
curve.
I caught that on stream. That was weird. Uh, it gave you
Much
a bit.
curb,
It gave you a bit of clean air.
yeah.
But that battle between you and Joao and Matty towards the end of the race, that was some of the most amazing battles I've ever seen. You
I was
you
pretty.
managed to get past because of Matty and Joao coming together.
Yeah, I was pretty lucky because I saw the dive bomb of Joao, and that wasn't the smartest move I ever seen. But yeah, I was pretty lucky. So
Yeah, yeah. Dive bomb is one way to, is one word for it. Polly, you seem quite excited by Mattia's performance today. Do you have anything you want to ask
Yes,
or
I
any
am.
questions?
I don't really have any questions. I just want to congratulate him.
yeah, thanks, bro.
Good
Lovely.
job, man.
How are you feeling for the ovals coming up? We've got 2 ovals.
Yeah, I don't like much ovals. I never raced in an oval. In fact, with the first time when the oval was red flagged, I was like last. But the setup was quite messed up, and in these weeks I could like set up better the setup. So I wish I can do a good race.
Yeah, you got yourself another week to get a Daytona setup
Yeah.
together, and another 2 weeks for Indy as well. Um, anyway, thank you very much for joining us. I'll send you back now. Congratulations
Yeah.
on
Okay.
fourth place.
Thank you. See ya.
The last time I did an oval, I was P1, so I'm quite excited.
Yeah, I want to ask you that. How are you so good at ovals but so shit on road courses?
It's because I had literally no practice today. So I was actually,
That
I
seems to be a
joined
common
quali.
theme.
No, not common theme.
I
Not,
keep hearing that. The last 3 rounds have been I haven't done any practice.
no, not for AF1 before this. I didn't join Watkins at all because Mother's Day stuff. But for today, yeah, I didn't have any practice. For Sebring, I didn't do enough practice, but I did practice. It wasn't a no practice race like COTA was. I was like, okay, I'm so spinny. I didn't really spin, but I almost spun so many times that I'm gonna be a hazard. Let me just do the opposite and be the safety car.
Oh, lovely. Juan is asking
Yes.
to join the call, so I'm going to go with no.
Also, the reason I'm fast in ovals is only because it's Daytona and it's just setup work and being close to the apron. That's it. Is really it. Just do like 5,000 kilometers of testing for the setup. Try a bunch of weird shit, like the weirdest shit, but it works on Daytona, so yeah.
Yeah. Juan really wants to join the stream because he made 10 places, and I'm gonna go with no because he did it deliberately from the back of the grid because he couldn't be bothered to qualify. So I'm not counting that.
Aw.
I think we'll leave it there for today.
Well, you did maybe Jack? Did you ask Jack?
Um,
Oh, and
Yeah.
Juan's coming, but he's deafened, so. Oh, there we go.
Wait, what? Oh,
Hello. Hello, Juan.
hey Juan, how was your race? Removed.
Removed.
mother!
How was you?
I did it again.
Oh.
It's my turn now.
Yeah, well, it like needs to grow on again.
Josh,
You
you
moved
got
me.
Josh
You
instead.
moved me. There's about 2 seconds of
Ah.
Jens. I think we will leave it there for today because I say I'm not counting your run through the field. No, leave him in for a second because I want to explain. I'm not leave.
Okay, I'll leave him. I'll leave him.
I'm not counting your 10 places gained because you did it from the back of the grid because you couldn't be bothered to qualify.
Hey,
I didn't even
You
mute
couldn't
him
be
this
bothered to
time. That
qualify.
wasn't
You
even
tried
me.
to smurf AF1.
do I look like I care?
You never do.
Yeah, of course I do.
What a great attitude for an admin. Right, I think we will leave it there for today. Next week we have just AF2 actually, just AF2 at Sebring for round 1 of the new season. There's AF2 at 7:30 p.m. or 6:30 p.m. UTC on Saturday. Be sure to join us for that.
Daytona.
In the next one, we have A3 starting.
Is Daytona next week or is it the week after? Daytona. Oh,
Daytona's
Daytona's next week. And of course, join us for Daytona. You've got to do that. Join us for Daytona.
Yeah.
That's next week, same time on Sunday.
Also, oh no, that's not this week. What'd you say, Waffer?
I didn't say why. I said because I
Oh.
can't wait. And of course, tomorrow we've got the Steward stream. That'll start at I believe it's 6 p.m. UTC.
Oh boy, it's gonna be another long one.
Yeah. Not so much from
Yeah.
AF1, but AF4. We've got a report that's 20 minutes long. So.
Yep, 20 minutes. It's a 20-minute video of reports. Like there was actual effort put in to.
There's
get
always
that
there's
report.
always effort put in, unless you go.
Yeah, but
he
it's a
bonked me,
bit
you know?
more. Yeah, it's a bit more effort than the usual, though I must say.
Right.
And also AFX. AFX is gonna happen soon, and the signups will happen soon. So you might just want to reintroduce that. We have a few more people here.
Yes, I did announce that yesterday in the AF4 stream, but I will say again, AFX is our new experimental season, experimental league, which basically means each season will take on a different theme. This season's theme is street circuits.
Street circuits.
Don't forget it.
I couldn't possibly forget it. Well, we've been doing some testing all this week, and it's amazing. We've got the Mazda MX-5 Cup car with a sequential mod and a couple of other adjustments to make it really interesting. The calendar it starts off on the 19th of June at Adelaide. Then we got a Montjuic in a week later on 26th of June. 10th of July is Rio de Janeiro, and 17th of July is Macau. Then the final leg is a driver's vote on the 31st of July between Gothenburg, Canberra and Shibuya. And the finale is at Monaco on the 7th of August. All these races are 30-minute long races with 50-minute qualifying and a 30-minute practice session beforehand. These are Saturday 6 p.m. UTC time slots. So it's just after AF4 and they take place on AF4 weekends. So we should have a double feature AF4 immediately followed by AFX, or maybe like with an hour's break or something. So that's your Saturday night entertainment sorted. It's gonna be awesome. It's more of a fun league, so don't worry too much about it. But it's not a particularly serious league like our other leagues, like F1, 2, and 3. The idea is a bit of fun on a Saturday night. So come and join us. Signs will be open soon. By soon, I mean probably about 2 weeks or so, I think. But so we've been so excited to announce this, we just had to get it out. But there we go. That's it for F1. See you tomorrow.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.